Welcome to the Holistic Health Bites podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Nicholson, crime scene investigator turned functional health investigator. This podcast is here to share bite-sized episodes and unique interviews on a wide variety of health topics to empower, enlighten, and educate you to live your best, most vibrant life. Disclaimer: all information you hear on this podcast is for information only and constitutes individual opinions of the person speaking. This should not be taken as medical advice. Being a listener of this show does not initiate a practitioner-client relationship between you and the hosts or panelists on this show. Please discuss these topics with your medical professionals before making any changes to your health. Okay, let's dive in. Reflecting on 2023 to maximize your results in 2024. Did you hit your goals that you set for yourself in 2023? Whether your answer is yes or no, or maybe even somewhat, I want you to take a few minutes to reflect on 2023 before we move on to planning for 2024. It's so much easier and more effective to plan for your future once you know exactly where you are now and how you got here. So grab a pen and paper and write down your answers to these questions. You can find the full list written out in the notes for this episode, so you can come back to this if you're listening while driving or where you don't have paper and pen available. This reflection can be about your entire life, not just your health. Your job, family, and environment also have an impact on your health. For all of the questions about 2023, I want you to write down first what went well in answering that question. Don't skip this part or skimp on the details. There are always going to be things that you did well, even if it seems tiny and irrelevant. Focus on the positive first. Then I want you to write down what maybe didn't go so well. Be specific. Why didn't it go well? And then lastly, for each question about 2024, I want you to write down what you will do differently in the coming year. Again, be really specific. Are you going to hire someone? Do you need to purchase a service, a tool, or a resource? If it's an action you're going to take, what exactly is that action? Rather than, I'm going to get up earlier, what time? How will you make that happen? What might interfere with that happening? How can you plan for those challenges? How can you make it easy? Okay, let's dive in. So first, what were your goals for 2023? What progress did you make, even if you didn't fully accomplish the goal? Did you get things done that you've put off for a really long time? What accomplishments did you make that you hadn't even planned on? How has your diet changed over the last year, good or bad? Did you add new foods? Did you stop specific foods? Did you change your schedule? What changes would you like to make in 2024? How have your relationships changed over the last year? Do you have new friends? Did you end some toxic relationships? Did you make any changes to work relationships or family? What changes to your relationships would you like to make in 2024? How has your sleep changed? Do you have a sleep goal for 2024? To your schedule, the amount, the quality? How has your physical activity changed over the last year? How would you like it to change in 2024? Did you master any new skills in 2023? Do you want to master any new skills in 2024? How are you thinking differently now? Did you let go of old stories, misinformation, or poor thought cycles? How do you want to be thinking differently in 2024? What stories, misinformation, or poor thought cycles remain? What did you invest in for your overall health and lifestyle? What do you want to invest in for your overall health and lifestyle in 2024? Specifically related to your health, did you receive any changes to diagnoses, medications, or health conditions? In 2024, Are you working to change any of those for the better? To reduce medications, to reverse diagnoses, or improve health conditions? Have you had any testing done to know exactly what's going on inside your body? If your doctor ran tests, do you understand them? Do you feel like they were adequate to answer your questions? Did they provide the data you were looking for? If not, what's your plan to get those answers? Feel free to add anything you want to this list of questions to reflect on your past and be very specific and clear about where you're going. Now that you have a solid base of understanding how the last year went, you can look forward to what's coming in 2024. While you're planning on your success, be sure to plan for celebrations of each and every win. Plan for those now so that you can make them worthy and healthy. Don't reward yourself with food or unhealthy habits that simply sabotage your results. Do you need help addressing nutrition, lifestyle, lab work, reversing conditions, or improving your overall metabolic health? Schedule a free consultation with me to get your questions answered and chart a new path in 2024. I'm so excited to be a part of your journey. Thank you for listening to this podcast, and I'll catch you again on future episodes. Thanks for being a faithful listener to the podcast. I'd love it if you left me a 5-star review on this podcast so that others can more easily find this valuable information. Did you know I also work one-on-one with clients? I approach solving health challenges like I approached solving crimes, by conducting a thorough investigation into your case. Sadly, hundreds of millions of people in the US have insulin resistance, prediabetes, and diabetes, and the vast majority have no idea. I'm here to fix that. If you struggle with low energy, stubborn weight, hypertension, sleep disturbances, or any other undesired symptoms, let's talk. All you have to do is schedule a free call. The link will be in the show notes. And no, you do not need to live near me.